Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Martin and this is Suzanne. Our channel is Chess of Life, and then you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hi Suzanne.
Hi.
Today I have something important to talk to you about or to discuss with you. It is abortion. It is much more intensive situation if people need to talk about it, because you don't know how people think about it.
Yeah.
You understand? So I think my first question, I want to know about you. I want to know how you feel about abortion.
Okay. Yeah, that's immediately an important question to give my opinion about it. I'm not totally against it, and I'm also not really a person who should promote it or something. If for me, there are only two reasons that I think abortion should be a good solution.
Yes.
So, like, let's say if a woman is raped, then I think if you're pregnant from your rapist, then I don't know if you can ever love a child as much as that you just had fun sex or you have a partner, or doesn't matter. But if you're raped and the child is born, I think it's always going to be something between you and the child. So I really understand if people should do that.
Yeah.
And the other situation for me that I understand it is if there are tests here in Holland that you can do, and at the moment that you know there's no chance that your child, or less than 5% chance or something, that your child cannot be alive when it's born, then I don't know why you should go through the 9 months of pregnancy, giving birth, and you already know your child is dead when the child is born. Then I understand that the best solution is to take the child away, because there's already no chance that the child is alive. Yeah. So that should be
It is to be honest, I'm not totally against abortion. It depends on the situation, but somehow I'm also somehow against abortion, because it depends on the situation. With the example that you gave, if they do the test and they know that there's no way the child is going to survive, then there's no way, it doesn't make sense keeping it.
That is what I think. Yeah.
The doctors already declared the child not fit to live. Yeah. And then there's no, it doesn't make sense to keep it.
Yeah.
But then there are some people also that the child is fit to live, but they had a partner or whatever.
Yeah.
But they call it a mistake.
Yeah.
It just happened. So and they're not ready to have a child. So then they just terminate the child. And even in some countries, it is much more brutal. For example, in the United States, some of the states they passed law that even up to 9 months you can still terminate the child.
Wow, even till 9 months.
Even till 9 months.
So there are even children born then that were less than 9 months.
Yeah, I also think that is a little bit above it. And I call it a crime, because the child from 9 months or even 7 months, 6 months can live.
Yeah, the moment it is possible to live. Yeah, I understand.
So I also don't agree with such things. And the process that they go through to make the abortion when it's at the last stages of the pregnancy, it's also absurd, because then they have to put the thing inside the cervix and use the scissors to cut the child into pieces.
For real?
For real?
Wow, that is really terrible to hear.
I don't know the medical term for that, but that is a process they go through.
Yeah.
And then bring the child out. So in such cases, if you ask me, then I don't agree.
Yeah.
I really think people have to make their own decision. You are
exactly.
You need to make your own decision. But however, there are some decisions that I think the government should put their foot on the ground to stop such decisions, because that is a life. Yeah. And then if somebody kills someone and the person needs to go to jail for some period of time, then taking a child that is 9 months old also needs to be also categorized as a crime.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah.
And what is your full opinion about it? Because you say somehow I'm really against it, and on the other side also not. What are for you reasons that you are not against it?
That is, I'll borrow your terms, because if the doctors already declared the child is not fit to live, the child will not survive.
Should that be the only reason for you?
That should be the only reason why. Because it's medical reasoning.
Yeah.
That the child is unable to live.
Yeah.
Then
and what do you think, to just go a little bit deeper in it?
Yeah.
There are also people who are light mental disabled, and they don't always oversee the consequences of their actions. And then a woman gets pregnant, and probably she just have a boyfriend, or they cannot even take a good care of themselves.
Yeah.
And then there is going to be a child. How do you think about that?
For that, they also need to have the child. If they're light mental disabled, that is why we have organizations that could take the child and help them. Or if they think is the child is a danger, or the mom is a danger to the child, then they can take the child away, because currently the birth rate is really low everywhere in the world, and then we need people to occupy the spaces. People are really dying, and then the birth rate is not matching it.
Yeah.
So we have already birth crisis. That is.
You told me something about the birth crisis here in Holland. What was it exactly that you told me?
Yeah, I told you like that probably in 50 years.
Yeah.
The Dutch people will not. It's hard for me to say, but that is the truth. If you look at the statistics, Dutch people don't give birth to a lot of children, maximum 3, and you see people with 1 child, 2 children,
or no children.
Even a lot of people decide not to have children because of the stress and how difficult it is they go through. Yeah. So people decide not to just have children. So if you see the trend, and then you calculate things up by 50 years, probably there will be more buitenlanders, people from other countries here in Holland,
than the Dutch people itself.
And also the language is gradually going away.
Yeah.
So
that is something that you want to tell the Dutch people, to get more children.
They need to give birth to more children. Yeah. If you still want to sustain your country, you need to give birth to more children.
Is that different in Ghana?
Yeah, in Ghana, I think birth crisis is everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Because right now, I think governments are right now encouraging people to give birth, but also it is this kind of the woke idealism, the woke ideology that is trying to tell people, it's not necessary, or if you don't want to do it, don't. Yeah, but if you also encourage people and tell them the benefits of having children and the good things, and probably we can also tell them about the bad things. But in the end, there are more good to it than bad things.
Yeah, but I also really agree that people need to decide themselves if they want to have a child or not. Because at the moment you don't feel like I really want to have a child, then it's not good for anybody.
Yeah.
But if the government should make it a little bit more interesting or attractive to have a child, it's also different, because now here in Holland they changed the rule already that if you should have another child, then you can take 5 weeks for 70% of your salary to stay at home.
Nice,
in the first year, I think, that the child is born. And the moment that we can already do it together for 5 weeks, it's already a little bit easier. And we have the paid pregnancy leave here, so I can stay home for totally 16 weeks. So then it also makes sense that you can be with your child. But I also hear about other countries in Europe that they even give you a full year of
I think
pregnancy leave.
Luxembourg or something.
It's at Germany and the northern
possible.
Countries like Norway or Sweden or something. And even I hear about countries, if you get a child, you get like €1,000 or something.
Wow.
So that also makes it a little bit attractive. I also understand there are people right now in Holland that are already really struggling with their own lives without even having a child, and not struggling like they have so much problems, but the life standard is just so much more expensive since the inflation came. And the moment that you have a child, we also see it ourselves. We have one child. How much it costs to go to the childcare, to do the groceries, the diapers, everything. The moment that the government can support you more, then it's probably also easier to make that decision.
I think people should give birth to a lot of children because.
Is that your plan then?
Yeah, I plan to have more children. Yeah. Because it is good. Especially for the society. Yeah.
Okay, but let's go back to abortion because that is where we start talking about. I'm also really curious about how it is in Ghana. Is it some subject that you can talk about? Is it possible to get an abortion?
Yeah, in Ghana, it's kind of different. I don't think there's a strict law that prohibits people from doing abortion because, there's no. In my own opinion, or maybe someone could tell me if that is not true or not, but I don't think there's a strict law that prohibits people from doing abortion. So in Ghana, it's more like if the person wants, he or she can go do the abortion. But mostly, if you reach a certain stage, I don't think people venture into that because then it's either you have how do you call it a medical reasoning. A medical reason why it should happen. Then probably the doctors are going to help you.
But is it a subject that people can really talk about, or is it I don't know how you say that in English?
The culture really frown on abortion.
What do you mean with that?
What I mean with that is the society doesn't really accept it. If you immediately get pregnant. The society thinks you need to have a child because there are a lot of people in the community that helps. In Ghana, if you give birth, it's not like here in Europe that you need to do everything by yourself. The first week, you just have somebody from the hospital to help you, assist you, show you how things are done. But in Ghana, you have your grandparents, you have sometimes your friends, your family members.
Everybody's going to help.
Everybody's going to help you. So it's more. It's not that complicated.
It's not only your child; it's a child for the society, for the community. So that is different.
That is how it is in Ghana.
That also makes it probably easier to have more children because you are even carrying it together instead of just us as a family.
But also Ghanaians believe in the extended family. They want to have more children to sustain the family. And then they also believe in polygamy. They believe in some of them believe in polygamy, not all of them. They believe
that a man has more women than
the man marries more women and they have more children.
Is that possible with everybody or just when you are having a
there's no law against it. Here in Europe, there's a law. You can
only marry one person.
Or more wife. You cannot have two or more wives.
Yeah.
And then in Ghana, you can have as long as you can afford it. Yeah.
But that is for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or
doesn't matter. As long as you want it, you can do it. Yeah.
So that also is different.
But to come back to this whole situation, apart from having a medical situation, I really don't support the abortion. I really think it doesn't matter the circumstances where the child came through, if you were raped or not. I don't think it is a good practice to take a life away. So I think the government should have something in place. If you think you don't want to have anything to do with this child, please give birth to the child and and give it to the government. The government is willing to take care of the child and make the child probably somebody in future. You don't know what future the child has for the country.
But what do you think that do you think it's okay for a child to get away from the parents?
In the ideal situation, not. But then if the child is born little and doesn't know anything, and then he or she has a parent that he or she is going to grow up with, then I think it's better than the child being born to the parents, and the parents try to raise the child up maybe 1 to 3 years, and then they take away the child. That is
that is right.
That is really not good.
But I think what is important for a child is, you're right, at the moment that a child is really little and it goes to different people to take care of the child, but the child knows everything about her or his past. I think that is important, because at the moment that you're going to different parents, and after, let's say, 15 years, you figure out your parents are not your parents, then your child is so confused.
He's broken.
And then you say, we don't know anything about your biological parents. Then that's also going to be a trauma for life.
That is going to break the child, and in some situations it could lead to a lot of bad things.
Exactly.
But with what I'm proposing, if the reason I'm against it, I'm just against taking the child's life away, because you don't know, there are so many great people in this country or in the world that if their parents had taken them away, we wouldn't have been where we are right now. So if you don't want the child, probably you just sign a pact or an agreement with the government. Immediately give birth to the child, take away the child. And if the government does that and give the child to somebody else and to raise the child up, you've helped the country, and then you have nothing to do with the child. The child has no reference to you or whatsoever. But in future, if you still want to see your child, then it's also up to you.
Yeah, but I think it's a whole big system you need to arrange behind that. I understand.
It should be really difficult for you to see the child. I think they should make it difficult.
No, but I also mean that it's not that easy, like you take the child away and it goes to different parents. There's a whole system that needs to work behind it, to arrange everything.
The system needs to work.
Yeah.
As long as someone doesn't want to have the child is good for the country. So let's just have the children.
Interesting to see your point of view.
So I'm somehow against it, but not totally against it.
No. And can I ask you something else about it? Because here in Holland, it's really easy to get condoms or to use the anti-conception pill. I don't know how to say that in English.
Contraceptives?
Yeah, exactly. How is that in Ghana?
Yeah, it's the same in Ghana. They also have condoms.
Yeah, but is it expensive? Is it something that the government gives you for free?
Nobody gives you condom for free. If you want to have sex, you need to pay for your own condom.
Yeah, but that's the point. Because if you need to choose between having rice tonight for dinner or having nothing for dinner, and you can buy the condom, then my choice should be to eat the rice.
It's up to you if you wanna enjoy, or you wanna eat.
It's both enjoying, right?
Yeah, if you wanna, I think the one is better than that. Anyways,
let's put that in the middle.
I think it's your own choice if you wanna eat or you wanna enjoy. So.
But you can still enjoy, but the difference can be that the girl that you're going to have sex with is going to get pregnant. If in Holland here, the youth can have from the government, from the care,
the care?
Yeah.
Contraceptives immediately.
That is also the reason why. And if you are saying, I don't want to use them because I don't like it, and the girls get pregnant and you go do an abortion, it's also different than at the moment you want to have sex and there's no condom that you can buy because you don't have the money and the girl gets pregnant. It's really different. Because here, if it just happened like that, it was an accident, but you didn't do anything to protect yourself, then you're just stupid. Okay, you can use it and it can still go wrong. Then it's not your fault. It can always go wrong. That is not a point. Then the moment you just don't give a fuck about it and you just do whatever you want to do. And then the abortion is the solution.
If it is up to me, the government should make strict rules. If it is up to me, we should take the abortion rights away from people unless it is medically proven that the child is not fit to live. Or for medical reasons, this child cannot be born. Or something like that.
Here in Holland, we have the rules that you can have abortion till 24 weeks. That is what is possible in Holland. What you see right now is that more people are doing a test when they are pregnant. If I say it good, it is around 13 weeks, and the test can give out if the child is can have some disabilities like Down syndrome. And what you also see right now is because the test is there since a couple of years, more people are doing abortion for those children. And it really hurts me because then I think, who decides that this child with Down syndrome isn't good enough to live? Because the child can also have a beautiful life and bring your family so much beautiful things. Why is this child not okay to be there? I can give birth to a healthy child, and the child can get so much problems in future. The child can have extreme autism that you don't know about, and it is going to take it's going to ask a lot from your family. I'm not saying the child is then not good enough. I'm just telling that autism is also difficult. Your child can have mental problems. Your child can take a wrong path, getting wrong friends, go use drugs, go do really bad things, and you don't know at the moment that your healthy child is born. So who says that my healthy child has more right to live than the disabled child or the Down syndrome child?
That really
doesn't
makes
matter.
sense.
For me, everybody is the same. You just deserve the life.
Really makes sense.
So that is, for some people, they are happy that the test is there and they can decide that they don't want to have a life like that. But I'm just, when we can have another child, we are just blessed that we can have a bigger family. It's not like you can just, I want a child, here it is. It doesn't work like that. It's
absolutely. Because who are you to determine which child you want to bring to earth? Because there are some rights that you can take away somebody's life. You exercise that right to just terminate the child because the test showed you that the child is going to have a Down syndrome. It is, for me, absurd, and the government should really put strict measures on such things. If it is up to me, they should put strict measures unless there is a medical reason proven by medical personnel that this child has a complicated situation, sometimes hole in heart and this kind of things. You remember somebody had a child and the child only survived for 1 week. And unless such situations, then
it's just terrible that you need to have such a trauma because you remember we had such a little baby. The trauma that you're going to feel, if you only have the child for such a short time.
Apart from that, nobody should choose. If you don't want the child, you just give birth to the child. And give the child away to the government. And then you sign a bond, a pact. You will never see the child again. The child has nothing to do with you. That is all.
But I think that is a little bit sad for the child because the child deserves to know everything about his or her past.
But then if the child grows up and the child is 18 and he or she wants to still see the parents,
then it should be different. Okay.
But then if you give up the child, that I don't want, people need to be able to face their own consequences. You understand? You don't tell me I don't want this child and then 3 years time I want the child. If you don't want this child, these people are even going to bring traumas in the life of the children because you don't want this child. 3 years time you tell the government, now I want the child. And then they bring the child to you. Since because there's no love, you're going to mistreat the child or something like that, and the child needs to go back. And then the kind of traumas you are creating the child's life.
Exactly. Hey, and what do you think? The world is developing right now, and there's even a possibility that probably we want to have another child. You say I really want to have a son. So I want to have a son with blonde hair and brown eyes, and the skin needs to be a little bit more dark like mine. What do you think about that?
It's crazy. It's like we don't know what we're doing. This you didn't create this world. It's just crazy how people. It's like you give people so much options that now you can choose. I want to have this. I want to have this. I want to have this. For me, it is crazy. And then those genetically modified children, even genetically modified foods, we don't want to eat them. So why do you want to genetically modify a human being?
But then I think we come back to the same point that it's like the child is not good enough if it is just born the way it should have been born or should have been made, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter for me if the child has black hair, brown hair, or blonde hair, because I love the child.
Exactly, me too.
And it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl. I love the child because it's our child. Yeah.
But now, you know, this is the same reason why people are going in for the Brazilian butt lift, and making their boobs more larger, and those kind of things. I understand if you have a big boobs and you want to do breast reduction,
exactly,
it is fine because it is giving you a lot of problems. It's fine. And you know, body enhancements and all those kind of things is because of what they want people to see. You want to be perfect for the society. You want to, I have the perfect shape.
There is no perfect shape.
Who cares about the perfect shape?
But there is also not a perfect shape because everybody likes something else, and everybody is beautiful in the way they are.
Exactly. So who cares about the perfect shape? But it's because of such reasons that now people want to choose their ideal children. And, you know, people even go through hell, even trying to choose names for their children and trying to recreate names and trying to be special. If you're not special, come on, you're not special.
And then on the other side, you need to see people who are struggling so much to have a child. And their wish to have a child is never going to be fulfilled. And then you hear other people speaking about, oh, we have another boy. I really wanted to have a girl.
So who are you?
Then, it is possible. I'm not saying you cannot say, I wish I had a boy or a girl. But don't forget that there are also people like that who wish so much in their hearts to have a child, and they're never going to have one. Because for them, it doesn't matter if it's a boy, it's a girl, if it's curly hair or whatever. They just want to have that wish for a beautiful child.
Like, this is overly pampered generation. It's like we are so spoiled that you even want to choose between a blonde hair child and a long nosed child, and well, it is up to them because now they even want men to be women, and then and men can also be women because you just need to say it, and then they take your private part away and then give you hormone blockers, and it's happening. So now everybody can do whatever they want.
I think we are also really interested in what other people think about the subject. So if other people are interested in our subject and probably agree with our opinion or have a real different opinion, they can always react on our our video.
If you want to give comments, just write a comment down. Feel free and write about whatever you think. I also want to know your opinion. And so it's not everything that we say here is right or wrong. We are just trying to express our own opinions. And then if you have different opinions also, you can just share your opinions, and then probably I can take something from your opinion.
I think the most important thing is that there's respect for each other in what everybody thinks, and feel free to react.
Exactly. Thank you very much for your time, and then I hope you do another session soon. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.